I speak with Rogan Richards?
Autumn. Hey, sis. My secretary is sick today, actually. Apparently food poisoning from acting as my unofficial food tester. You know, after my real one got real poisoning.
Well, it sounds like we're both doing spectacular then, because I was just given the first drafts of my completed memoirs.
Memoirs? Oh, yeah, okay, like a biography. I was thinking more of a eulogy, and that wouldn't make any sense, because if you were dead, how would you be talking to me on the phone?
Yes, Rogan, memoirs like a biography. Well, like a biography I get to call an autobiography. My ghostwriter just left the first draft outside the entry.
Ghostwriter? Come on, Autumn. I've known that comic book characters aren't secretly real for 5 years?
Not ghost writer, Rogan, ghost writer. A writer who writes a book under another person's name.
You had someone write it for you?
Yeah, in fact, he already contacted you and asked you some questions for the book. You do recall his visit. He said he was able to get direct quotes from everyone.
Now that you mention it, there was this guy on the phone that asked a bunch of questions. I just thought it was the Pizza Hut survey or something. Maybe that's why he didn't give me a free pizza.
Well, no need to be disappointed just because you didn't get your free pizza. Your words are going to be immortalized in my memoirs. In fact, let me read some of this to you out loud. I think you'll like it.
Yeah, okay. I don't have to be anywhere. My date canceled tonight. Apparently she got food poisoning because my secretary wasn't there to test the food for me.
I get it. You're important. Listen to me. The story begins with a quote by me. The story of my life is not one that starts when I was born. It began on a warm, sunny day at the very beginning of summer. My parents died when I was 7. So 11 years later, I was a newly declared 18-year-old adult waiting for a very important letter from the bank. Yes. Hey.
Hello. Our grandfather built this house like a man, from the ground up with his bare hands. And then when the bank tried to repossess it, he acted like a man and moved it here. Also, have you thought about putting a little more pepperoni on your pepperoni pizzas? What's for dinner tonight? Because I am starving.
Good, you're hungry. Because in honor of us receiving this letter, I'm making your favorite.
Baby back ribs?
You know it.
What's so special about the letter?
Well, if it says what I hope it says, letter is the end of all of our transactions. It means that the house is finally legally ours and that we have our inheritance money.
So we have our house, we have our money. You're making baby back ribs for dinner. Can this night get any better? What's on TV tonight?
Just the pilots for the new summer series.
The pilots always suck. Well, that's 2 out of 3 at least.
That's Teresa, our sister.
Not our actual sister, though. She's our adoptive sister. Or more like we're her adoptive siblings. Her parents adopted us after ours died.
We got that letter from the bank today. That means you'll have to come over here more now so that we can still see each other every day.
Yeah, school's out. Simon's right across the street. This summer's gonna be the best one ever.
It's true, school is out, but if I'm gonna take those classes next semester, like I said, I better hope to get some scholarship offers in the mail soon.
You're thinking about taking more school? That's crazy. You better hope you don't get that scholarship. You've probably forgotten just how terrible school actually is. Do you realize that Miss Rutger threatened to poison my food after I called her Mrs. Rutger?
I remember Miss Rutger. She was terrible. Did you know she was in charge of the sex ed course even though she had 5 kids?
Yeah, and even though she never married, she was the home ec teacher.
Rogan, you took home economics this year. You do realize that's a class to train future homemakers.
That's pretty girly.
You probably got negative credits on your transcript.
Hey, I thought we were making fun of Miss Rutger. When you guys start making fun of me?
I also received a letter from the scholarship committee I signed up with.
What's a scholarship committee?
It's an organization that helps me find scholarships that apply to me and then aids me in making the best impression on the board in charge of distributing the money.
Open it. What's it say?
It says... This is outrageous. Why does everything have to happen like this?
Like what? What does it say?
It says that since I just received such a large inheritance from my parents, I'm not going to be eligible for almost any scholarships. So I'm not going to get any money to help me through school.
What? They're not giving you the money because you're too rich? That doesn't make any sense. I thought rich people got whatever they wanted.
I would think that your inheritance money is for like day-to-day things like electricity and running water, not school.
Well, I know that, but apparently the directors of the committees don't. These circumstances happen a lot, actually. Families make too much money to get any good scholarships, but not enough to send their kids there on their own.
Okay, so why don't you just do this? Tell them there isn't any money, and then hide it all somewhere. You see people doing that type of stuff all the time on the news.
Probably because it's called fraud and it's illegal.
I'm pretty sure it's only frowned upon or something like that.
Yes, he frowned upon. That sounds right. In fact, we had this speaker in our home ec class one day. He talked about the 5 secrets of money management, and one of them was not to be afraid to go against the norm.
Did he tell you that fraud was okay as well? Was that one of the secrets to success?
No, the 5 secrets to success were know your market, be confident, don't be afraid to go against the norm, don't tell everyone everything you know, and then he stopped after that.
I think Simon's here.
Simon is my best friend. Just to prove it, I'm gonna have him finish my quote for me. So what's up, buddy? What have you been up to lately?
Nothing much. Been shooting a lot of babies lately. Oh, no, that's not what I meant. I meant I was filming babies, for this anti-cannibalism film I've been making. Because babies are just so cute.
Well, not all babies are very cute.
I don't think showing babies is such a good idea. They're probably the veal of the cannibal community.
Plus, they're less likely to defend themselves in comparison to a full-size adult.
You all apparently thought about this quite a bit. You wouldn't happen to be cannibals, would you? Say, what are you having for dinner tonight?
Baby back ribs. Okay, that was a very little time in this conversation as well. What was that PSA on?
Oh, I need to take care of this money situation as soon as I can. What would you do if you were me?
If I were you, I'd probably ask me what I would do if I were you.
That's what I just did. And apparently it wasn't any help at all.
Sorry, I don't know. Don't they have lawyers for this sort of thing? Isn't one of Simon's sisters paralegal? Maybe you should ask her for help.
Hey Simon,
Yeah?
isn't one of your sisters a paralegal or something?
Which one?
Any of them?
I don't know. I can't remember them all. There's too many.
Well, that was really helpful. Where else do you get a lawyer?
I don't know. Maybe you can call 1-800-LAWYERS or something. You're seriously going to try that?
So why exactly do you want to make a PSA on anti-cannibalism?
Why do you keep calling it a PSA?
Because that's what it is. It's a public service announcement. Something that you use to broadcast a message to the public. In your case, cannibalism is bad.
I like that. Can that be our slogan?
Okay, well maybe you should focus on something that's a little more widespread than cannibalism, even if our county does have such high rates of it. Maybe something that affects people negatively today.
What about French pastries?
French pastries?
They're more dangerous than you think.
Alright, no doubt. But maybe you should focus something a little more serious, like encouraging people to get their pets spayed and neutered.
Spayed and neutered? Does our county have a high amount of hermaphroditic animals? Is divorce an okay subject?
Divorce? Come on, something that affects people negatively, not something that says, my parents are fighting for my love and attention, so I get twice as much as everything I want. Stupid Jesus always bragging about his 2 PlayStations.
Okay, let's just go outside and we can go film, okay?
Okay.
Come on.
Alright, thank you. Bye. Well, it is a real thing, but apparently it's for the Los Angeles Wire Company or something like that.
Alright, me and Rogan are going outside to do our PDA.
It's PSA. It's PSA, don't say PDA. It's PSA.
I know what we can do. Come on, follow me. I just made an account on Facebook, and it seems like everyone else in the world's already a member.
I thought Facebook is like a breeding ground for online predators.
No, you're thinking of MyFace. That's the one with all the pedophiles and Scientologists on it. Look, Facebook even has a group that I'm in called the I Am Definitely Not a Pedophile group.
In hindsight, that should have been a lot more obvious.
It's possible I'm already friends with a lawyer on here.
That would be pleasantly ironic.
Ironic?
What?
That just seems like it would be more of a coincidence.
Okay, just remember next time that it's called PSA, not PDA. Don't call it PDA, ever.
Okay. Well, why don't we just do a PSA supporting breast cancer?
I really don't think people would appreciate us voting for the cancer if it's gonna kill them.
Well, there's no one on Facebook that I can find. Any more suggestions?
Well, there's only one more thing I can think of. Let's hope this works. This is what I do when I need a number. Animal vasectomy clinic. That is not what we need.
Isn't that just called neutering?
Don't worry, it takes a few times for it to work. See here, Michelle Batten takes care of all your money problems.
I don't like the way that that's written. It's like Michelle Batten takes care of all your money problems. It makes it sound illegal. Again, probably fraud.
No, it's supposed to mean Michelle Batten will take care of your money problems. Like, it won't even seem like a problem when she's done with it.
And if you're wrong,
Well, that would be, again, ironic.
still probably more of a coincidence.
Stop with that. Now, don't worry, it'll be fine.
Hello?
Hello, I'd like to speak with Michelle Batten, please.
Really? Is that you? You didn't hear. Michelle, the police. They came here and they took him away. They said that they learned you were part of the French mafia. Michelle is going to be charged with the murder of 12 men. But luckily only you, Pierre, and I were there to see that. So they have no real evidence whatsoever.
And then the third guy walks in, and then he just drops all this butter on the floor.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what the whole joke was, but it sounds pretty stupid when you just hear the punchline.
Okay, so actually there is no joke. I just said that to make it sound like Simon and I were having such a great time. So what were you two out doing while we were making cinematic gold?
Well, we called a... Never mind. I don't want to talk about it. What were you guys doing outside? You sound like you're having fun.
Oh, you bet we were, weren't we, buddy?
It looks like a police officer.
Why would a police officer be at your house?
That's a great question. In fact, if he starts asking any more of those great questions, you guys just tell him that he can't prove a thing.
Hello?
Hello, ma'am. A few of us at the police station heard you all talking to a member of the French Mafia, and I was sent down here to investigate.
Well, isn't this ironic?
It's more of a coincidence.
Well, you know what else would be a coincidence? If your baby back ribs end up giving you food poisoning because you disagreed with me 3 times. It's just a joke, of course.
Well, officer, your response time is impressive. And I did talk to someone who mentioned the French Mafia, but I have no dealings with them whatsoever.
So then they are the ones that Jacques has told me about, the ones that knew about the operation. Well then, we shall see if thou art nosy after I've done something terrible and ironic to thou, like cut off thy noses.
Actually, that would just be more of a coincidence. I mean, sorry. Please don't hurt me.
I'm so scared now. This is such an idiotic way to die.
Honestly, his stupid accent just doesn't allow me to take him seriously.
Were you dropped on your head as a child or something?
Only because I was in a commercial for baby helmets.
No talking, you pearl children. Aha! The perfect knife for cutting. Ooh. A lovely French petite pastry. Nothing can compare.
a coincidence.
Shut up!
Is it on?
Yeah, go.
It's on? Okay. You know, much like this one leaf, in this sea of 2,374,872 leaves, 1 in every 2,374,872 people belongs to the French Mafia, or the Hommes Fatales.
Each year, hundreds of people are killed by French pastries, and we know that at least one of those times had something to do with the French Mafia.
Also, each year, the Hommes Fatales organized crime unit smuggles 300 million francs into the U.S. And that's like $1,000 or something.
So the next time you see someone wearing a red beret, don't make fun of his hat. Just walk away.